right, guys, here we go. This is the review. Okay, so Jen tosses a coin off of a bridge into a stream. So I'm going to use the Grevin calculator. All right. Now, what you could do is hitting the floor is 0. So you could do 0 equals negative 16 t squared plus 80 t plus 96. And you could factor that. That would be t squared minus 5t minus 6. And that would be t minus 6, t plus 1. So that would be t equals 6 and t equals negative 1. You want to reject this negative because you can't have negative time. So it would be 6 seconds. Okay, you can also use the graphing calculator. You would put it in the y equals. So in the y equals, you would type the negative 16. Don't use subtraction. You have to use an x, so x squared plus 80x plus 96. And then you want to go to the table. And on the table, it clearly shows that, maybe you can see it. Maybe it's backwards. I think it's backwards. You can clearly see that. Okay. Now, high is the coin after 4 seconds. So you're going to just substitute in a 4. You can also use the calculator and look on the table. If you do use the calculator and look on the table, you would copy the table. The copy of the table would be your work. Okay, and then for this, I get 160, so it's 160 feet. Okay, don't forget your labels, 6 seconds, 160 feet. All right, a rectangular patio that is 6 by 8, I'm going to put those inside, has an extension by adding the same unknown amount. So I'm going to add a little here, I'm going to add a little here, and those should be equal. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to call it x. Therefore, my new top is x plus 8, because it's the x and the 8. And my new side is x plus 6, because it's the x and the 6. So this means that x plus 8 times x plus 6 would equal the entire area. Now, the extension has an area of 120. The original was 6 by 8, which is 48. So this is a grand total of 168. All right, so x squared plus 14x plus 48 equals 168. Set it equal to 0. And now factor to solve. Okay. So 120. All right, so I'm going to do that y equals 120 divided by x trick. 120 divided by x. And go back to my table. 6 and 20. Okay, so x plus 20, x minus 6. So x equals negative 20. No, can't ever reject that. And x equals positive 6. That's good. So 6 feet was added to each side. Now you can double check this. So like, 6 plus 8 is 14. 6 plus 6 is 12. Hopefully that multiplies to the correct answer. All right, simplify. This is just a subtraction question. So with subtraction, you always change the signs of what's being subtracted. So I'm changing all the signs of this, what's being subtracted. So I get 8x squared minus 6x plus 12. Okay. All right, factor using different methods. So I'm going to do completing the square here. All right, so half of 8 is 4, and 4 squared is 16. I've now created a perfect square trinomial, which was what I was trying to do. So now I factor my perfect square trinomial. I square root each side. And that gives me x plus 4 equals plus or minus the square root of 2. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 2. I'm going to factor this one. GCF of 4x, so that gives me 2x plus 1 equals 0. So 4x equals 0, so x equals 0. 2x plus 1 equals 0, so x equals negative 1/2. Okay. X squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 0. That's going to be factored into x minus 3 squared. It's a perfect square trinomial, so x equals 3. Okay, x squared minus 25 equals 0. That's the difference of two squares, so x minus 5, x plus 5. So x equals 5, x equals negative 5. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do splitting. I hope it splits well. Otherwise, I can do quadratic formula. If I subtract the 3, if I add the x, so plus x minus 15 equals 0. So that gives me 30 that I'm working with. Technically a negative 30, but either way, 30. 2 and 15, whoops. 3 and 10. 5 and 6. Okay, so 2x squared plus 6x minus 5x minus 15 equals 0. 2x and x plus 3 minus 5 and x plus 3. So 2x minus 5, x plus 3 equals 0. So 2x minus 5 equals 0. That is going to give me 5 over 2. X plus 3 equals 0. That's going to give me negative 3. Ta-da! All right. If you want to practice the quadratic formula, you could. Just, we're going to give you the formula on the reference sheet, so you should be fine. All right. Hope this helps. Have a great night. Bye.